For section 7, we do not turn, we just kind of rotate. And now what we're going to do is chain 1 and then put 3 single crochet across the side of section 6 here. So you just kind of want to spread out 3 single crochet. So we're going to put 1 right here, and then 1 about in the middle, and then another one closer to the end. Then 9 single crochet across this section here. So let's see how many of these little stitches we have on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll just kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for 5, I think I'm just going to do one of these little like invisible double single crochet 2 togethers. You could always just skip one or make a regular single crochet 2 together, whatever floats your boat, but I'm just going to do that, and that would be number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 3 and then 9, and now we're going to single crochet 3 more across the side of section 5. So again, we're just going to kind of go 1 towards the beginning, 1 towards the middle, and 1 towards the end. And that means we have 3, then 9, then 3, which equals a total of 15 single crochet. That would be row 1 of section 7. For row 2, we're going to turn our work, chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, single crochet in the first stitch, chain 2, skip 2, single crochet in the next stitch. Now we're going to skip 3 and then 9 double crochet in the next stitch. So skip 1, 2, 3, and then we're putting 9 double crochet right here. 1, there was 9. Now we're skipping 3 again and putting a single crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, and skip 2, single crochet in the last stitch of row 1. That is the end of row 2. For row 3, we turn our work. Now we're going to make a starting shell, which in this case we make with a double chain 2, then a double crochet. This is all going in the same stitch, in the very first stitch we have here, then a chain 1, then 2 double crochet, all in that first stitch, and that makes our starting shell. Then we're going to double crochet into the next double crochet. Now we hit a little repeat section, chain 1, double crochet in the next double crochet. Do that 8 times. We started with the double crochet, then we did chain 1, double crochet 8 times, which means we should have 9 double crochet here in this little fan section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. Now we're going to end with a regular shell. So we're skipping the chain 2, and in the very last stitch we're going to put a regular shell, which is 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Row 3 is done. Row 4, we turn our work. Now slip stitch into each of these first 2 stitches and then slip stitch into the chain 1 space. So there was 1, there was 2, and then we slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Now we're going to make one of those beginning shells again, which is a double chain 2. This is all going to the chain 1 space. So double chain 2, double crochet, chain 1, and then 2 more double crochet, all in that chain 1 space. Now chain 2, put a single crochet in this next chain 1 space. Now we hit a repeat section, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. Repeat that 7 times. So that was 1. We need to do it 6 more. That was 1, 2, 7, and now we chain 2 and make a regular shell in this last chain 1 space, which is 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. It's the end of row 4. Row 5, turn your work, slip stitch into each of the first 2 stitches and into the chain 1 space. Make a starting shell, which is double chain 2, double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet, all in this same chain 1 space. Chain 2, single crochet in the next chain 3, and now we have a repeat section. We chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 6 times. That was 1 and 6. Chain 2 and make a shell in the very last chain 1 space, and the shell is 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, all in that same chain 1 space. That is the end of row 5. Row 6, we turn our work, slip stitch into each of the first 2 stitches and into the chain 1 space. Make a starting shell in the chain 1 space. Chain 2, single crochet in the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 3, and that chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 3, we're going to do 5 times. Now that we did that 5th time, we're chaining 2 and putting a shell in the very last chain 1 space. And that will end up being the end of row 6. Rows 7, 8, and 9, you're basically doing the same thing, just each time you repeat that section one less time, that section in the middle. With row 10, you only do it once. All right, so why don't we come back when we're at row 10. Just finished row 9, so now I'm going to start row 10, so turn my work again, which I think I just did a different way than I normally do. Okay. Slip stitch into each of the first 2 stitches and slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Make a starting shell. So that was a double chain 2, all into this chain 1 space, a double crochet, a chain 1, 2 more double crochets, chain 2, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 2, and make a shell in the last chain 1 space, which is 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, all into this chain 1 space. Then turn my work to begin row 11. For row 11, we slip stitch into each of the first 2 stitches and slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Make a starting shell in the chain 1 space. Then single crochet into the chain 3 space. And then make a shell in the very last chain 1 space. Now for row 12, we are going to turn our work one last time. Slip stitch into each of the first 2 stitches and slip stitch into the chain 1 space. then chain 2, slip stitch into the next chain 1 space, and then we're going to fasten that off and weave in our ends, because that gave us a little spot where we can hang our tassels onto. So that is the end of section 7. Here, let's turn it around so you can see what it looks like on the right side here, because we ended on a wrong side row. Although it looks basically the same on the right and the wrong side. So there's the end of section 7, and then section 8 will be the tassels. You're going to repeat sections 7 and 8 once we do it on the other side. The only difference is, instead of rotating, here we rotated right here to begin section 7, you're simply going to join your yarn so that your piece is facing right side up. You're going to join your yarn over on the edge of this section 5, on the edge of this section 5. You'll do your 3 single crochet along the edge of section 5, your 9 single crochet along the bottom of section 4, and then 3 more single crochet along the edge of section 6, and then you'll keep on going with section 7 the same way we did before, and then you'll repeat section 8 as we're about to do it next.